Hello Year 2, how are you and welcome to today's maths lesson. So in our last lesson we looked at the 2 times table. Now today we're going to be starting a new times table, which is the 5 times table. But before we do that, let's warm up our brains with our flashback. So here we have 4 questions like we always do. In the first question we have 2 multiplied by 8. Now we haven't learnt the 8 times table yet, but what can you do to make it easier for yourself? Okay, number 2, how much money is there altogether? So you need to find the total value of the coins. So are you going to do an addition or a subtraction? You need to decide, okay? And number 3, half of 8 is. Well, a couple of lessons ago we did doubling. How can that help us, our knowledge on doubling, to then half a number? Okay, number 4, find the sum, so the total of 3, 4 and 7. Now, I noticed something about 2 of these numbers. I wonder if you notice it too, and if you do, this will really help you with this question. Okay, so pause the video now and have a go at your flashback. Okay, Year 2, let's see how you got on. So the first question, what is 2 multiplied by 8? Well, as I said, we don't know the 8 times table, but we do know the 2 times table. And we know, because of commutative law, that we can switch the numbers around and it will still give us the same answer. So let's count up in steps of 2 together. How many times? Yes, 8. Are you ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. There you go, 16. Now let's check. I've drawn an array here. So we have got 8 columns with 2 in each, which also gives us the answer 16. Okay, number 2, how much money is there altogether? Well, let's start with the 10 pences. How many 10 pences are there? Yes, that's right, there are 3. Okay, so our addition number sentence will be 10 plus 10 plus 10, and our multiplication number sentence will be 3 multiplied by 10, because there are 3 coins which are each worth 10 pence. Okay, there you go. So what is the answer? 3 multiplied by 10. Well, let's count together in steps of 10, 10, 20, 30. 30 pence. So there are 30 pence for the 10 pence coins. And we've forgotten about the 1 pence coin. So how many 1 pence coins are there? Yes, that's right, there are 2. So our addition number sentence will be 1 plus 1, and our multiplication number sentence will be 2 multiplied by 1, which gives us the answer 2. So we have 30 pence and 2 pence. Now we need to find the total value, so we need to add those 2 together. So 30 pence add 2 pence equals 32 pence. Now number 3, half of 8. Now, if we half a number, that is the opposite of doubling it. So we need to look at our counters and split them into 2 groups, okay? So let me do that. There you go. So I've got one group in the circle and then the other group out of the circle. But there are the same amount in each group. How many are in my circle group? Yes, that's right. There are 4. And you can check that. You can check that half of 8 is 4 by finding out what double 4 is. If it's 8, then you've got the right answer. So 4 plus 4 equals, yes, 8. Now, number 4, we need to find the sum of 3, 4 and 7. Now, did you notice what I did? That you can spot a number 1 to 10. Yes, that's right. We've got 3 and 7, which equals 10. So if we know those 2 equal 10, we just need to add on the 4, don't we? So 10 plus 4 equals 14. There we go. So there's our answer. Well done if you got that right. Fantastic. Now let's move on to today's learning. So Jack has built some towers using cubes. Okay, there's Jack. There are his towers of cubes. How many towers has he built? Let's count together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. He's built 4 towers. So he's built 4 groups of cubes. And how many cubes are in each tower or group? Let's count together again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. So we have 4 towers or 4 groups with 5 in each. So we're trying to work out how many cubes has he used in total. Well, let's write a multiplication number sentence. So how many groups of cubes or towers of cubes have we got? Yes, 4. And how many in each? 5. So we do 4 multiplied by 5 equals 20. Now, because of commutative law, we know that we can change the numbers around and it still gives us the same answer of 20. So we can also say 5 multiplied by 4 equals 20. Can you see, just from knowing the 2 and the 5 times table, we actually know lots of other times tables, because if it says 5 multiplied by 4, well, we don't know the 4 times table, but if we use commutative law and turn them round, we do know the 5 times table. Okay, would you like to try one on your own now? Okay, Whitney has also been building towers using cubes. So there's Whitney's towers of cubes. Now, how many towers has she built? How many cubes are in each tower? And can you write the two multiplication number sentences to represent the towers? Okay, pause the video now and have a go. Okay, yeah, too. So let's see how you got on. How many towers has she built? Yes, that's right. She's built 3 towers. And how many cubes are in each tower? Yes, that's right. There are 5 in each tower. So how many cubes has she used in total? Well, she has 3 towers and they have 5 in each. So 3 multiplied by 5 equals 15. Should we check that answer's correct? Let's count up together in steps of 5 3 times. Are you ready? 5, 10, 15. There you go. We were right. 3 multiplied by 5 equals 15. And because of commutative law, what can we also say? Yes, 5 multiplied by 3 equals 15. So there you go. In the second one, even though we don't know the 3 times table, we're 5 multiplied by 3. We can use commutative law, change the numbers around, and it gives us the same amount. Okay, year 2. So what I'd like you to do now is have a go at questions 1 and 2 on the worksheet, which is called Year 2 Maths, 18th of January, Resource 1. Okay, so pause the video now and have a go at those questions. Okay, year 2, let's move on with our lesson. So here, like yesterday, we've got some multiplication, not yesterday, Friday, sorry, we've got some multiplication number sentences. So we've got 6 multiplied by 5 and 5 multiplied by 11. Now we'll do the first one together. So 6 multiplied by 5. So we're looking at the 5 times table here. And how many steps do we need to count? So that's right, 6 steps. So should we do it together? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There you go, 30. Now here's an array to check our answer. So we have 6 rows and they have 5 in each row, which also gives us the answer 30. Now I'd like you to have a go at the second one on your own. Now we don't know the 11 times table, so what can we do to help us here? Pause the video and have a go at this question. Okay, year 2, let's see how you got on. So 5 multiplied by 11. Well, as I said, we don't know the 11 times table, but we do know the 5 times table. So we can use commutative law to change the numbers around to give us 11 multiplied by 5. Now, this is quite a long one, isn't it? Should we count up in steps how many times? 11. Steps of 5, 11 times. Okay, you ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Stop! We've counted 11 times. So the answer is 55. And we can use our array, which has 11 columns with 5 in each, to work out that it is, in fact, 55. So well done if you got that right. Now, should we make our questions a little bit trickier? Oh, here we go. Here's some missing numbers, okay? And they're not the answer. This time, they're one of the parts. So we've got 5 multiplied by something now equals 35. Now, if it's 5 multiplied by something, we might not know the times table for that number. So we can use commutative law and switch it around. So then it will be something multiplied by 5 equals 35. So we need to count up in steps of 5 until we get to 35. Okay, so are you ready? Should we count together? Let's see how many steps it is till 35. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Stop! We've got to 35. How many steps did we count? Yes, we counted 7. And look, you can use an array to help you if you need to. So this array has 7 columns with 5 in each, which gives us the answer 35. So it's 5 multiplied by 7, or 7 multiplied by 5 equals 35. Now I want you to have a go at this one on your own, okay? This one's a bit easier because it is the 5 times table. You don't need to use commutative law here. So you need to get to the number 45. How many steps are you going to do? Pause the video now and have a go. Okay, year 2. So let's count together. We need to get to 45. Are you ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Stop! How many steps did we do? Yes, we did 9. And you can draw an array to help you. So look, it has 9 columns with 5 in each. So there you go. 9 multiplied by 5, or 5 multiplied by 9 equals 45. Okay, now here we have a worded question. So Amir and Alex have some money. Here is Amir's money. So What is the value of each of Amir's coins? Yes, that's right, 5 pence. Oh, now we know the 5 times table. That might help us. And what is the value of each of Alex's coins? Yes, that's right, it's 2 pence. Oh, we also know the 2 times table, okay? So we might need to use the 5 times table and the 2 times table in this question. So how many 5 pence coins has Alex got? Yes, that's right, he's got 4. So we can say 4 multiplied by 5 equals 20 pence. So Amir has got 20 pence. Now, how much money has Alex got? I'd like to pause the video now and think of your multiplication number sentence for Alex's coins. Okay, year 2. So how many coins has Alex got? Yes, she's got 7. So her multiplication number sentence is going to be 7 multiplied by 2, which equals 14. So now we need to find how much money they have all together. So Amir has 20 pence and Alex has 14 pence. We're going to have to do an addition, do 20 pence plus 14 pence equals 32 pence. They have 32 pence in total. Well done for that question. You've used both today's 5 times table and 2 times table from last week in the same question. So well done. Now here, we had one of these questions when we did the 2 times table. It says 5 multiplied by 5 is the same as 1 multiplied by 5 plus 4 multiplied by 5. Well, let's have a look. There you go. So we have our red column, which represents our 1 multiplied by 5, and our yellow columns, which represent our 4 multiplied by 5. Well, if we have 1 column in the red and 4 columns in the yellow, 1 plus 4 equals 5. So there you go. It does also equal 5 multiplied by 5. Now, the second one. We've increased the amount of red columns we have. So now, how many red columns do we have? Yes, we have 2 red columns. So therefore, 2 multiplied by 5, because there's 5 in each column. 2 multiplied by 5 plus the yellow ones. How many columns? Yes, there are 3 columns. So we can say 3 multiplied by 5 for the yellow ones. So we can say 2 multiplied by 5 plus 3 multiplied by 5 equals 5 multiplied by 5. There you go. So 5 multiplied by 5 equals 2 multiplied by 5 plus 3 multiplied by 5. Let's have a look at the next one. We've added some blue counters here. So how many red columns do we have? Yes, that's right. We have 2 red columns. So 2 multiplied by 5 plus how many blue columns? Yes, 2 again. So 2 multiplied by 5 again, plus the other column, the yellow column. So 1 multiplied by 5. Okay, so we've got 2 multiplied by 5 for the reds, plus 2 multiplied by 5 for the blues, plus 1 multiplied by 5 for the yellows. Okay, so there's our number sentence with our equal sign. Now, I'd like to pause the video and have a think about this one, okay? What could you write? Okay, year 2. Let's see if you were correct. So how many red columns have we got? Yes, we've got 1. So we can say 1 multiplied by 5. And the second one, how many blue ones? Yes, we've got 3, so we can say 3 multiplied by 5. And then we've got 1 yellow one, so 1 multiplied by 5. So we've got 1 multiplied by 5 for the reds, plus 3 multiplied by 5 for the blues, plus 1 multiplied by 5 for the yellows. Okay, so there is our number sentence, and it is equal. All of these are equal to 5 multiplied by 5. We've just split them up in different ways.